Yeah, I'm back. Dr. Americas, as we begin to teach these things that you should know. And we're going to start off very easily. And we're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Why? Because if you ride on the Lord's Prayer, what's going to happen is you'll be able to understand what's going on. So the Lord's Prayer is, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed is thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay, my name is Dr. Americas. I am a preacher, a teacher, a high priest in the West, and the West considered to be America, the continent, the whole continent, from Evergreen all the way up, Canada, going over to Alaska, coming back down to United States, Washington State, California, all the way over to New York, Maine, Massachusetts, down to Mexico, from Mexico, Central America, from Central America, South America. We are all family. We all represent the love that we need to have for one another. So up on the board here, which you can't see, but you can see, is the ABCs. And I'm going to point out the ABCs to you. And you, I want you just to think about what I'm saying when I say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, down the line. What happens is we did not trust the English language. So what we had to do, we had to get in there, tweet it up, and make some sense out of it so it will pertain to us, that we will feel proud of having this particular language. So what has been done, we have created the English and we put the swag on it. And when I say put the swag on it, we made it hip to notice English. But to notice English as a child is going to be easier than those who think they're grown. That's why it says that you have to submit yourself as a child to learn all over again. Okay? So the letters is up there. I'm going to start reading. I'm going to start reading from what we call your left, my right. Figure that one out. And I'm going to read that right now. Hold on. I'm going to get a stick. I thought I had a stick. I do have a stick. Just wait a minute. Everything in time with patience. Yes. I found something that we can use right now. Okay, so we're going to start off. I want you to get a pen, and I want you to say A, and this will be the A. I can even push it over here so you can see it too. Here you go. How about that? Right. This right here is A. And if you can't see it there, this is A right there. That's A. That's B. That's C. That's D. That's E. That's F. That's G. Okay? So you got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, U, V, W, X, and that's Z. Okay, so we're missing the Y, and we're missing the Y on here, and I'm not saying we're missing the Y. We're missing the Y in my presentation, but it's okay. Next time I'll have it for you. But if you just can get to this, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? So this is G, this is G. Both of these G. So this is H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to say the ABCs. I want you to be able to recognize your culture. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take the board and I'm going to show you a little bit up close. Okay? We're going to sit back here. I'm going to see if you can see it. This is A. This is B. This is C. This is D. This is E. F. G. H. I. J. K. L. M. N. O. This right here is P. You can see it. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. And Y is going to be right there. And it's going to be Z. Okay? So the basics is we're going to take this language and we're going to use this so we can have some pride in the things that we're doing. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring it closer to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to write it out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it out. I'm not as prepared as I will be in time, but it's okay. We gotta do it as we can get it done. Okay, I'm looking for my pen. Okay, let's see if we can come up with something with this. I got a pad right here. So we're gonna go. That's A. That's A. That's not gonna work though. Need something a little bit bigger. See, we have to begin to teach one another. Certain people got gifts. They call it gifts from the Spirit. Well, I was given the fact that I was able to read. And I guess we would call it, because we didn't have it the way we should have had it. So I guess I was decoding. The word would be decoding. Decoding the script and seeing if we can use it for our benefit, see if it will hurt us, if it will heal us, if it will help us. So I found a little something, I think. Hold on. Maybe this will work. I got something over here too, but that's not going to work. So yeah. So the whole thing is about patience, which is called sabor. You got to have patience with yourself. You have to have patience with those you're dealing with. So let's see if this to be brighter. That's A. That's B. As you see it right here, right there, B. You can't see it on this one. Hold on. There you go. That's B right there. Same thing right there. B. And right there. This one's hard to see on this side. So, C. Excuse me. That's C right there. So this was A, this is B, and this is C. A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Okay. D. It's almost like a triangle with a dot in it. That's D. Right here. D. Let's see if we can come up. There you go. That's D right there. That's D right here. Let me get right here. Yeah. That's D right there. Look like a triangle with a dot. That's D. Okay? And then after D comes the E. This is the E right there. That's the E. Right there. Okay? Look like a check mark with another line. That's E. So now, this is what you call angelic English. So we call it AE for the O for the cipher. AEO. We'll use AEO for now. We'll change it later to angels with an E. And we're going to take it. When we go to it, that means we're lifting up. Once we get to angels with an E, means we lifting up. So you didn't know that words were created. It was created to be used by certain people who needed to communicate, right, with each other. It's called language. And we say quick. When we was learning school, they say, "Oh, read." Oh, no, faster. You can't go too slow. Because sometimes they don't want you to go. They want you to go so fast that you don't know what you're saying. You just said it. They know it. They can decipher it. That's what I had to do. I had to decipher the English language. I had to decipher the English language. And the English language is made out of many, many languages. So that's a part of what I had to do. So the next time I'll be a little bit more, but this is basically is going to be the chart right here. And we're going to work on this so you can go ahead and learn this, have our English. So if I say, if I write these two letters here together, right? If I write these two letters together, these two right there, right? If I write those two letters together, right there, right? That would be A and B. A and B. So A and B would be ab, right? And then you would say, well, if I just write A, if I say A, it's going to mean we're going to have so many variables of what that particular one symbol that we call, or they taught us to say letters. So we'll say letters. But truly, letters was the symbol, but the symbol was symbolic, but the letters meant let tears come from the womb, man, because she don't know what's going on. Remember, it is said that when you got here, you didn't speak their language. So you didn't know how to get back. They promised you gold, but they gave you pain, worry, fear, and death, germs, killings. That's not a problem. Because in my world, where I came from, what's living in me, one of these a day to me, it's 1,000 of the years that you've been through. So what I had to do was wait until, you see, humans are perishables, which means you have 120 years tops, you know, and if you don't know the sacred teachings of longevity, you won't have 120 years, or if you do, it will not be enjoyable. You won't have joy. You won't know what to do with it. So what we're doing now, we're coming in and we're saying, look, everybody we're starting everything over, because truly those who thought they knew, right, they really didn't have the knowledge to continue. Those who say they was leaders, they was leading you into the slaughter, okay? And this was told by those who gave me a head start, right? And then what happened, people didn't appreciate him, and things happen. And we'll go and correct that, because with This is the power. This is our power. Just like when they want to say the Jewish, or they want to say people from Australia, or they want to say people from Spain, or even the Dutch. Everybody has a language to talk amongst themselves before they go outside of their alike, or who they are, or which is called tribal formation. So before they go outside a tribal formation, they have to know first things. So we are in America. My name is Dr. Americas. I represent the whole continent. Rewind. If you didn't get back to what I said before, rewind. If you're feeling ill about what I'm saying because you know the way, because you was taught certain things, I'm here to reteach you. So my saying was, get on the back of the line and learn what you need to learn. Because people cheated, got relaxed. They thought they won. They snatched a page of the metamorphosis that we was going through from the translator that came and gave everything. And being that the materialistic junk that you seen him whirling through, and you said, well, I want that. Not knowing that the word want, you didn't even know what the word want was. See, and I could tell you what the word want is, but I'm not. It's just that comes down the line. We're gonna worry about this. We're gonna get this in right here, that right there. We're gonna get that in, and we're gonna have longevity, because that's what it's all about. So after you got A and B, right? So we can go through now. I'm gonna write a little bit, and we'll go through it right now. But I want you to say in your head, A. I'm gonna write it. I want you to say it. A. A. B. C. D. Sometimes you get mixed up, so don't worry about it. E. F. G. H. Now I gotta look. I. J. K. L. M. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S T U V W X Y Z. Okay, so we got the letters again, the alphabets, and I want you to teach it to your children and watch how it's like a fire. Okay, we have a fire inside of us. That's why when we go, you can feel the heat. Right, we have a fire burning. The fire helps in digesting food. The fire helps in keeping our temperature regulated, which is like 85.5 degrees, you know, and it regulates. So the fire that you're giving them back their pride. You're giving them a part as we did the whole circle from the origin, which they say written in stones, hieroglyphics, her graphics, hieroglyphics, her graphics, her writings, written in stone, to what came, what they say, from there, they call it Christianity. And then from Christianity came, what they call, not Christianity, they call it Judaism. They call it Judaism, where they say Hebrews. And then from there, they got the Christianities or the new teachings. Then from there, after the new teachings, they got what they call Islam, right? Prior to that, within Egypt and what they would call Hebrew, right after that, and before that, actually, then they got the Buddha, and then they got the Confucius. You know, all of that is in our history of what they call the earth, okay? But prior to that, or going through the whole circle of that, and prior to that, to get to that, it was the heavenly host that returned, right? To teach you how we can now come together, let people have, because we renew our history every 25,000 years. And for those who don't understand, well, how can we, 25,000 years, we don't even live. The angelic realm, 25,000 years is not even a day. Okay, so to us, it's not a day. So we leave, we come back, we leave, we come back. And as I start teaching you this, and you see, take your child's name and use it and show, this is how we spell your name. You're always going to learn the English, but once we learn our language in English, fonts, and we start using our culture and our heritage, that's when we get pride. You see, it's like, just imagine when they had all these riots this summer, and any other summer, and everybody that was protesting about what they didn't like, right? It's a lot of things, you know, that people don't like. But imagine if everybody had a flag of the United States as a protester, and then those who didn't want you to protest was coming at you while you was having the flag, the banner, the flag that represents this country, the freedom. So that is the way, one way of solving a lot of problems and dealing with respect. Because once they see you have respect for the country, they have to have respect for you. And that's one thing that wasn't taught by a lot of leaders. They were angry. So you got a lot of angry messages. You see, you didn't get the love. But then you had someone that said, try Jah love. Try Jah love. Or Jah love. See? And with that, it brought together a lot of people all over the world. But then when people think you angry and they wrong, and they say, well, damn, if I let him get to where he's supposed to be at, what's going to happen to me? People get upset. They be like, what's going to happen to me? You know, are they going to hurt me? Or I have to hold down what I got because this the way I was taught. This is my view. And let me explain something to everybody. Everybody has a point of view. And it was my life that I had to go through different venues, different lifestyles with different people so I could understand and hear and live different things. Just like you'll get some people say, yeah, I lived as a Muslim, I was a Christian, I was a Hebrew, I dealt with Egyptology, but you were still dealing with that as the color of your skin. You see? Even though you may say, well, I'm going to upgrade it. I'm not going to say black because the word black is and represent the block, BLOCK, being lacking, blocking, the way. It's a political word that they introduce in the game that they play on the board, like chess. Chess represent chi, CHI, and chess also represents she, SHE, which is the queen. It's supposed to be the most popular thing on the board, and she protects the queen, right? So you had the white against the black. They had to have pieces to fight each other. So that's the distraction. That was the distraction. So now those people on the next level, knowing that you had indigent servants, and the indigent servants coming over here from a charter to survey the land and to cultivate the land, or what they call colonize, cultivate, colonize. And then when the commodity of slaves, as they say, it's different stories. But we're going to go by what they say for now. Different slaves was worth money, then bam, okay, that was cool. But then when people start coming over here, the people that was like the unwanted people that came over here, that wasn't the presidents or, you know, in the business, they was just the indigent servants. They owe money. They came over here to pay their debt, and they was considered to be slaves, but they call them indigent servants. They call the other one slave. Same thing, but they got along. So they said, well, then, if y'all going to get along, this is not going to work. So we're going to bump you up a little bit, give you privilege. You still an indigent servant. You see, they call it red blood, right? Because the blood, the royal blood, is considered to be blue, so they say red blood. So now with this red blood, what happens is that you're not royal no more. So you're not like English. You don't speak like English. You don't sit your table. You know, you out here surviving. You're not established as they was established over there for many reasons. One word, I'll give you: Ottomans in Spain. So, you know, it's certain things that happen. So now you got your indigenous servants that got boosted up, and the slaves, they went down. They said, if you let them get on your level, we really gonna put the screw to you. Gonna start taking away everything we gave you, so you won't eat off them. So they said, okay, we're gonna incorporate that in the different words that we use, so we'll know. They think that we, you know, friends with them, you know, but we got one up on them because of the agreement that was made, the secret agreement. So that had nothing to do with the secret societies. That was a small part of it, you see, because this is well known. So what I'm saying now, we got our own. I gave it to you. You see it. You see the rainbow at the end. You see the 7. You see 5 7s represent the power. You see the colors. Every color represents something on there. We're just beginning. You see the fan back there. The fan right there. The fan. You see the fan with the angels, the 3 angels, right? Okay? It's a lot of different things. You see the reoccurrence over there with the dreads. See? The hair is the antenna to receive energies. So when my hair was down to here, right, I was back in my origin as far as what I needed to do, and I was what they call purified, which is called muklasina. But you don't know about these words. Some of you do. And some of you need to get back to the oath that you have taken, right? Renewing yourself, right? Which and bearing witness to that part of the truth from that vision. You had different parts of the truth, right? And I show you right here. This represents the different parts of the truth. This right here. This staff right here. It's called a shahuf. A shahufin. It represents the Abraham by way of the 2 covenants. One covenant was with the Ishmaels, and the other ones was the Ishmaelites, or Ishmaelites, Ishmael. Don't make a difference. And as they grew up, they had 12 kings and 12 kings. We ain't talking about the 12 queens on both sides. We just talking about the 12 kings and the 12, which is 24, right? So then this here was governed by the frequency of what they left it to be, the rainbow. So the rainbow, right, which was we just said angelic realm, dealt with the humans. They were considered to be humans. And the angels were the hosts of the planet. And then the hosts of the planet gave that power to replenish to what they call the son of man. So when people say man, they say, oh, I'm man. No, you come from man. Your mother is man. The word man, right, as it is written in English, is way different from the origin of the angels. When they say men, that means from. When they say minus, that means from us. That means you can't see it. It's so small. It's minute. You know, it surpassed something that you can weigh, something that has a sum. So they call it no thing. And that no thing, they say invisible, but it really should be saying invisible. So what's happening now, we got the language, right? And like I said, this here is a reference for you. It's nothing that I created. I'm just passing it along. It's something that was researched to find out. It's something that it took time to learn. So you would definitely have to take from your busy day. You have to plan your day. And mothers, it's easier because what you can do is teach the children and then the children teach you. So now we have a whole lane. We got our own lane. We got our own thing. It's time to give them back their stuff. You see? And I will show you. This. I came here. Matter of fact, I'm going to read this to you. So we got the alphabets. Let's go to the alphabets. Then I'm going to read something to you. And then you can see what you want to see. Okay? We got A. Did I say A? Okay, let's try it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So you got all the language right there. Take a snapshot of it. Take a snapshot of it. There you go. Take a snapshot of it right there. It beats smart. This one's harder. Okay. Take a snapshot. Teach it. Now, when we're teaching something, even to those who consider themselves grown up, but we continue to grow. And either you growing, right, or you deteriorating. So if you get new cells every day and it's not manifest so you can utilize and do the right thing, then it's no good. So I'm going to read this for you today right here. It says the Elohuum Society. I'll put it here, then you can take a you can scroll down on it. We don't have to rush. I mean, we don't have to rush like everybody else. Okay. We don't have to rush like everybody else. Next time you see this, it will be in the script. Okay. So basically, here we go. Like it like that. Okay. It says the Elohuum Society. The Elohuum Society, we are the Elohuum Society. We come in all colors, shapes, and attitudes, for we are the mirror of this backward society. We have achieved a higher overstanding to the system of control. We look like you and have been by your side for years, but it's now time for us to rise to perfection of our beings, to give you a renewed purpose, to align you all back to your royal position. Many of you have seen us and have led to believe that you know us, but we are giants on the earth. We are a supreme team. Elohim to you, to us, Elohuum. We have been protecting you from the forces of evil. We have been your medicine men in the form of stimulants and stimulation for those who lacked energy and ego. We have given you herbal remedies to calm you down. We formed you verbally and with written information. For the last 35 years, we were your guardian angels. We have now come back to release you from your fears. It is time to renew yourself and the foundation of your family. So welcome, Elohuum, to the Elohuum Society. And then it's cited by the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 23, which I'll read in a minute. So this is the first side of this, going down here. And it has, if you look at the picture you'll see the Muslims, the Christians, and the Hebrews. That book. And this is what we're talking about. So it goes to the platform that I was on, which was roller skating, which some people got very upset because they couldn't do it, or they was afraid, or they didn't get permission to get it done, whatever. But anyway, we established United Skaters Affiliation, and our anthem is what we call Tekosha. So I want you to say the word Tekosha. Tekosha, right? It says the Church of the Elohuum. That's you. You are Elohuum. You are Elohuum. You will be taught by the Elohuum. You are Elohuum. So when somebody says there's no Elohuum, you are the Elohuum. You're being taught by the Elohuum. And the Elohuum, right, has no gender. The children of the Elohuum has no gender. The children of the Elohuum have been tricked the thinking that they have a gender, that if they wear blue, that they're a boy, and if they wear pink, that they're a girl. And angels, the angelic realm, we have no gender. Gender is two words. The first one is gene, and the other one is dear. Gender or dear. G-E-N-D-E-R. The word G-E-N is the genes, genetically, the DNA. The word dear means majestic, like dear John, dear Susan, when you write a letter, right? Form of communication. It means majestic one. So we talking about the majestic genes on earth that the Elohuum created, which was humans. And then before we desisted and went about throughout the galaxies, we left our children. These children was considered to be the Eloheem. The Eloheem procreated, but got tripped and trapped off, and many of them are afraid to say. Most of them that did say was put in a system where they call men tell. So you're talking about those that came from that are tall, mental. See, then they're going to say illness, you see, from what they call Elohuum. So every word that they see, I have to decode this English for you. Why? Because that's what I do. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you have the ability, then speak it out. Those of you 30 years ago that snatched the page that was written by the first master teacher. He was a master teacher, still a master teacher. Ain't no problem with it. You took the little information of the introduction, not taking time with the last word. If you use the last word of the attribute of the character that we were giving you back, the 99 characters that we are, the last word was sabor. But you didn't want to have sabor. You wanted it now. So you went out of your tribal formation. You signed a track, a groove, contract with those who oppressed us from the gate, and you act like you didn't know it, or you act like you had to jump on them when they've been watching you like a chess game, and they was like 20 something steps ahead of you in the game. What's the difference? Is that many of you sold out. Many of you hurt other people. You lied, you cheated, and you did the same thing that man has done throughout tradition, not only in the music business, politics, those who say that they was religious. What is religious? What is this? Is some new stuff, religious. You know, you go to the dictionary, you find a word, you accept it, and you use it, and you think you standing right. So you say, okay, now you're standing on your square. You're a squire. You know, you have the right, you know, the same rights that those that was indentured servants came over here, got bumped up, and then you got with them through what they would call a charter from all the president's men, which they call skull and bones, to the boule, boom, which was the black. So you had the white and the black playing their game, right? And then those watching the games. We can go on and on and on, but we're not going that far. We just letting you know we got our own thing. You got your language. Many of you did not want the English because it didn't represent anything. We done been in there 30 years, tweaking everything, right? Now, they used to say you was a monkey, but now they want to be like, I'm not going to say no names in basketball. I'm not going to say no names in no sports. All I'm going to do is teach you, because that's the way it is. We have came here, we have analyzed, and now we are disengaging. And people don't like that word because they're afraid. They're afraid to disengage. See, we're doing what we need to do to build the bridge over, and we have everything waiting for you. On the Elohuum side, on the angelic realm. Now, those who bogarted and thought they were getting into something that they was going to fully control, they're going to have to take their ass to the end of the line too and learn what they need to learn. Those who are qualified continue to fizz out. That's what we call it. Fizz out. Go ahead. Do what you do. Fizz out. So anyway, it says the church of the Elohuum, which is you. This is your church. You know, everybody got their church. Let them have their church. It's okay. We established that. We established everything that you can imagine, you can think of. We put it there. The good and the bad. We put it there. Now, if you want to continue in the good and the bad, the fight and the game, the chess, checkers, the sports, the arenas, the bars, the clubs, that's fine. If you want to get on the real, okay, then this is your invitation to step on down. You see, step on out, step out of that into here. And we'll go through the scriptures that you see. It's right there. We already told you what to do and gave it. People translated for them. It was okay. Don't argue if they translated the Bible. What is the problem? Did you read the whole thing? No, you let somebody convince you not to read it. You got into a situation where you say, well, you know what? This is not working for me, so I'm going to start thugging. Thugging? What is thugging? You know, you disrespecting. You see? So it says, we of Tekosha. Tekosha is the Church of United States Americas. Whoa. I get my name in the place. Okay, my name is Americas. Okay. It says, we of Tekosha are members of the Elohuum Society. We have given ourselves in the form of your protection for the last 30 years in America and abroad. We were an invisible movement with visible realities, with members who are said to be black, white, red, yellow, and green. Elohuum members who are said to be black, white, red, yellow, and green. Those of you who have not trust passed against us are welcome to a renewal that we continue to bring to this world. We have love for all of those who do not know how to love. We are new beings doing great things with our family biz. So continue to look for us on the internet. Look for the new school, NUSKQU. Then the next one says, are you bold for Christ? It says, behold, we do things in Americas. It's time to walk in the light with those who are giants on the earth, those who have prepared the path of righteousness before your enemy. It is time to look and to think of what is going on around you. We of the Elohuum Society know that English is the official language in America. So what we have done is refined its meanings of the words that are more productive for us. We have given you a new front so you will have and recognize your new heritage, your renewed culture. We have created words that are productive for you and your children. We have inserted words that would employ a maximum reality, a reason, and a purpose on earth. No more days of you being weak. We are making them days of the strong. We're giving new meanings of appreciation for the makers of man on earth. It is you, the womb man, who creates the physical bodies on earth. A procedure that has been looked over by those who did not know God, not only overlooked in America, both political and religious leaders. It is Elohuum's job to give you, woman, back your royal position. These procedures will give you truth for your great womb man, giving back everything you see and every second of time. So the days of the weak are now the days of the strong. We know that everyone will not take advantage to this special royal event that we have made known to our queendom. This is only for those who are seeking word of the truth and calmness. The queendom come to earth like it is in heaven. For your queendom on earth. This shall be for all the children remembrance. Monday is now called Mother's Day. Tuesday is now called Mother's Day. Let me go back. Monday is now called Grandmother's Day. Tuesday is now called Mother's Day. Wednesday is now called Daughter's Day. Thursday is called Children's Day. Friday is called the Day of Gathering. And Saturday is the Sabbath. It says God has brought back your royal position in your family life as well in the world that is yours. It is not a secret anymore. You, the womb man, are the rulers and leaders of this earth. Earth has been given to you. Man has taken it. He has stolen your children in the name of war for his greed. It is now time to stand up. You must meditate towards a state of perfection. You must meditate daily and have a conscious and subconscious mind that is open No longer are you to be sleeping with a man who has no information for you or your children. You must take time out of your royal position to learn on your own, to earn your rightful position with the Elohim family. So that's is what I wanted to speak to y'all about today. Is Elohim time with the Elohuum as we continue to do the things that we need to do. So how y'all feeling today? Hope everybody's doing fine, and we will continue this the next time.